Ah, there you are. The groundskeeper said you had a pickup. I assumed she was talking about this merry band. Good to see them alive and well. They are alive, right? Not that I mind the odd zombie, it's the smell I can't abide. Nasty, that.
They're exhausted, but they're alive.
Yes, whenever I visit a library and do some reading, I usually fall right to sleep. Can't keep my eyes open. Great for when I get insomnia. But enough about my sleeping habits. I shall do my heroic duty and bring them back to the city unharmed.
Good.
No worries there. Almost all the people I've travelled with over the years have remained in one piece for the duration. I've seen the odd dismemberment, but that's far more the exception than the rule.
Cadwell with the chamber pot on his head. Good lad. Chamber pot or a soup bowl, I don't know what it is. Lady Laurent, you want me to find Stibbins?
I just wanted to say... What I mean is... Bother. I'm not really very good at this. Thank you. For rescuing us, I mean. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I did have another favor I'd like you to do.
Really? What might that be?
Stibbins hasn't shown up yet. I haven't seen him since I got lured into that library. I'm surprised he wasn't out here with dinner ready for me. He probably went to higher ground, such as that peak over there.
I shall look for your Stibbins. How can I not? Alright, so... Spurn Peak over there. Let's have a look here. Tower of Lies. Alright, we'll go to Spurn Peak. First I level up. I will get some Bound Crown La Riding. It's been a while since I looked at this guy's mounts. I don't know what he's up to exactly. Shall pop a point there. Negate magic. Suppression field. The globe also damages enemies standing inside of it. So this one created a globe of magic suppression for 12 seconds, removing and preventing all enemy area of effect abilities from occurring in the area. Enemies within the globe are stunned, while enemy players will be silenced rather than stunned. So this one, if I go for this, the globe damages enemies standing inside of it. If I go for this one, it heals you and your allies. I like the idea of it healing. Like it's a... Oh no, press this quickly button. But I also like the idea of damaging. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna do some damage. Alright, so we're gonna go up north, so we'll go for this. Let me mark it by pressing F. And let's ride. Now, hopefully, it's always difficult to navigate a little bit. Oh, maybe I should go for the road. Let's go for the road that we can actually see on the map. Because otherwise I'll just end up butting into like walls. Non-stop. What's this? Alright, let's check out this abandoned pack. This pack was apparently left behind when this camp was abandoned. I should search the pack. The pack contains some dried meat, a few pieces of fruit, and a handful of root vegetables. It also contains a signet that identifies it as being belonged to a member of the Fighters Guild. I should look around and see if I can determine what happened to the Fighters Guild members. Captain Alfrey? Something definitely went wrong with the portal spell. Instead of arriving in Cold Harbor as an invading force to be reckoned with, we wound up scattered to the four winds. I am now our captain without a command. The others that appeared with me, we've been fighting or running since we got here. We finally found a relatively safe spot on the edge of a dark forest and decided to set up camp. This is the first time since we arrived Then I felt safe enough to sit down and record my thoughts. Time seems to flow differently in this realm. Sometimes it feels like we've only been here for a few hours, and other times I could swear we've been here for days. The mission has turned into a colossal failure. Instead of stepping through the portal together, we were thrown in all directions, strewn about like so many dry leaves in a bit of wind. Luck was with me though. I landed in the company of Camu the Khajiit. If only the rest of my luck had turned out so well. We found ourselves in a strange ruin east of this camp. There were cold flame atronachs everywhere, intent on roasting us to a very fine blue crisp. We dispatched a couple of the creatures before we were first forced to turn tail and run. For some reason, however, as we got close to the forest, the atronachs stopped chasing us. They suddenly seemed to lose interest in us and return to the ruin. Well, I guess I should stop writing now and help finish setting up our camp. I'll write more after we get some sleep, provided nothing terrible happens to us in the interim. We were awakened after a few hours, minutes, days of sleep by voices. There seemed to be people in the shadows of the woods, talking, whispering. We can hear them, but the voices aren't distinct enough to make out any actual words. Or maybe it's just a language that none of us have ever heard before. I'm not sure. Every so often, though, we clearly hear something that sounds like a cry for help. Every time we hear that desperate cry, we think of our missing allies. It could be some of them, lost out in the dark woods. They might be hurt or in danger, or, well, anything could be happening in there. Gamo and I have decided to head into the forest and find the source of those pitiful cries. I'm going to leave my journal here, in case any other members of our expedition come across this camp. We'll try to leave a trail so that you can follow our path. We're going to head west and then southwest, so follow after us if you can. Here's something else you need to know. Gamo discovered that if you touch one of the wisps that float among the trees, you glow and get temporary source of light, perfect for finding your way through these shadowy woods. I suggest you make liberal use of the wisps if you're going to try and meet up with us. Well, it's time to go. I hope to see you soon, and may the Eight watch over us all. Alright, so wisps. Wispy wisps. Like this guy?
These swords, they must be a clue. Now where did those fools run off to?
Placed blade. The sword appears to have been deliberately placed so that its blade points in a specific direction. Alright, so we go this way. So, do my hands stop zapping when this runs up? Is that how I tell that I'm buffed? Yes, okay, good. Damage the lamia. Feels like something if I stepped into it, I would take a lot of damage.
Poor creatures. Just slaughtered. Nothing ever changes.
Faraniel?
By Ifra's hairy feet. You outsiders just keep showing up.
I'm looking for my allies.
You and everyone else in this forest, it seems. My clan has already declared your allies to be trespassers. You don't want to know what we do to trespassers. The Shadow Walkers will catch them. They always do.
So they're going to kill them?
Does a fuzzy newt goat have 7 toes? Don't look at me like that. It's a perfectly appropriate analogy. Anyway, I hope I reach them before the hunters do. Otherwise, your allies don't stand a chance.
Why do you want to find them?
Because I'm tired of seeing people get hurt. Ugh. Things need to change round here. We've already spent way too much time talking about fuzzy newt goats. I really need to get moving.
How are you going to find them?
Have you noticed the swords left near these campfires? I think your companions are trying to tell us something. I'm going to keep looking for them. If I can reach them before the hunters, they might just get out of this forest alive. Keep your eyes open and your weapon ready. The shadows here are not your friend.
The extinguished campfire is still warm. I've got a blade over here, pointing in a specific direction. Circle around the tree. Buff up. Just need to get refreshed on how this works. Curse an enemy with a destructive rune dealing 8,000 magic damage to the target and all other nearby enemies after 3.5 seconds. The curse will continue to haunt the enemy and explode a second time. Dealing... oh, okay. So I just gotta hit you once with that. There's the explosion. There it goes. Yeah, because it's been so long. I just can't remember how some of my abilities actually work. I might have looked it up back then, but...
More outsiders. Show them the penalty for entering the moonless walk.
Okay. Alright, so what do we got? Campfire's still warm. Going this way. So I probably want to hit this. Buff up. Throw that down. That should take care of you. Done and done. So you might want to change the way this works. Send the elements to sap an enemy's defense and afflict them with. So we're debuffing, reducing the physical spell and resistance. Then hit them with that. Buff up. Can throw that out, can throw that out, and then I'm just basically shocking them. I could throw that down on the ground as well. But then I'm just like light tapping or heavy tapping.
You need to be alive. You have to be. I need you to help me. I didn't do it. I swear. He was like this when I found him.
That's what they all say.
This poor soldier. He didn't have to die. At least the Khajiit got away. How long can he manage to survive, though? I don't know. My clan can be very persistent.
Why is your clan hunting these soldiers?
Because we made a stupid deal long time ago. We became the guardians of this forest in exchange for power and immortality. But look at the cost. Now the Shadow Walkers hunt anyone who dare sets foot in these woods.
I need to help the Khajiit.
There might still be a way to save the other soldier, the Khajiit. But you need to trust me. I won't oppose my clan directly. They're my family. But I can help you find your friend. I just want to make sure no one else gets hurt.
What do you want me to do?
The Shadow Walkers use runners to search the forest, but you'll never see them. They become one with the shadows, all but invisible when the clan is on high alert. There is a way to see the runners, though.
How can I see them?
You need to collect the bark of a spriggan. The bark's magic allows the creatures to... how should I put this? Feel their way through the dark woods. Infuse the bark with the wisps of light, and you should be able to spot the runners.
Alright. We have our task. Well, that gets the job done. Where else are the spriggans? Lamia? Or Lamia? You are not a spriggan, you are a strangler. Come on, we just need one more. Is that a spriggan? Is that a spriggan? I think it is. There's two of them over there, in fact. All right. Let's ride back. Is that a strangler? I think it might have been a strangler. Fully expected to get yanked. I hate when that happens. They get pulled back like halfway across the map.
Did you get the bark? We don't have much time left.
Here's the spriggan bark.
Just scrape a bit off the top end. There. An old trick I learned living so long in this dreadful place. My friends thought it was funny to hide from me, so I'd use this to see them. It also has an interesting side effect.
Side effect?
While it allows you to see anyone hiding in the Shadow Realm, it also masks your presence from them. I've used this method to avoid patrols and sneak out of the forest. It really works. But remember, the effect is temporary. It doesn't last long.
So how does this work?
Touch the bark to a wisp of light, and then cross the bridge. The runners are searching for the remaining soldier. When you spot a runner, follow him. He should lead you right to your friend. And if the effect runs out, just touch another wisp.
Okay. When you spot a runner, follow him. And then just touch a wisp. If it runs out... cross the bridge. Where are you, runner? Wisp of light. It's a shadow runner.
There has to be something out there. Why are the creatures acting so strangely today? There has to be something out there. Where in Ifri's name is that sound coming from?
What sound? Perhaps he's referring to the wisp of light and the sound that it's making. One minute 30 buff on it.
I could have sworn I heard something.
Oh. Quick, take him down.
What's all that noise out there?
I'm sure it's nothing. Don't know what you're talking about. What noise? Come on, runner.
Why are the creatures acting so strangely today?
What a cool name, the Shadow Runner. I want to be a Shadow Runner. Oh, there actually was a game called Shadowrun. It's based off a RPG, isn't it? But there was a game. I've got all three games of them. Shadowrun Hong Kong, Shadowrun Dragonfall. Played through the first one. Still got to play through the other two.
Give us the cat, Snake, and we'll end your
Leave the
life quickly.
outsider alone, Warm Bloods. You will not harm him. Come inside us, then. Follow the steps, we shall find us.
Heal me!
Come on.
Sergeant Camus.
I will help the Khajiit elf. I know the best way into the tower.
What?
This one does not understand the game the little elf and the snake thing are playing. But we have something important to do. We need to get into this tower. The key to our victory. It's in there. I know this to be true.
Tell me what you're talking about.
We heard voices in the woods. We thought it was other members of our expedition calling to us for help. But Captain Alfari figured it out. The voice comes from this tower. Whoever is locked in there needs our help. And he will help us in return.
King Lalorian Diner is a prisoner in the tower. We do need to rescue him.
The last Eliad King, here? Then Captain Alfari was right. The key to our victory is locked away in that tower.
And why are the Lamia and Faraniel arguing?
This one isn't sure. The little elf appeared out of nowhere. But at least she didn't try to kill Camus like the other elves did. They both claim to know how to get inside the tower, but Camus doesn't trust either one of them.
Head for the city to the east. It's safe there. I'll investigate the tower.
A safe haven in this place. Camus looks forward to seeing such a thing. Let me rest for a moment before I head out. I wish I could go with you, but until my injuries heal, I would only slow you down. Good luck, my friend.
I know you can't forgive my clan for what it's done, but they adhere to an ancient promise that will never come to pass. I can help you, though. No one knows that tower better than I do, but I need to ask for your help in return. It's important.
What do you need my help for?
You have to help me convince my clan to break this ages-old agreement. We've guarded these woods and that cursed tower, assuming that one day Molag Bal would reward us and let us return to Valenwood. But that's never going to happen.
How can I change the minds of the Shadow Walkers?
Like me, you've been outside this forest. You know about Molag Bal's plan. You know about the plane meld. You have to tell them that our agreement is worthless. How can we ever return to Nirn if Molag Bal destroys it?
What about the Lamia and her people?
Those monsters. We've been at war with them for ages. My people will never listen to you if you take their side. The Shadow Walkers are powerful. We would be of great help to you, but only if you aid me and convince my people.
Very well. I'll help you.
I knew you would help me. I'll show you how to get into the tower, but first, you need to convince my people to end their service to Molag Bal. And to do that, you'll have to prove yourself to my clan. In order to help my people, you're probably going to have to do some things you may not like. You